Now, first warning weather with Jim Spencer.
Well, we talked about how cool it's been relative to normal. It's never cool in July around here. It's been wetter than average, too, this month so far, with almost 2 inches in the city at Camp Mabry. We've had almost 3.5 inches of rain this month out at the airport at Mabry. We're running almost a 1-inch surplus. Now, the rest of the month may not be quite this wet. I'm going to show you the new longer range outlook in just a minute. A quick look at the lake levels. And, you know, since the drought began almost 3 years ago, Lake Buchanan never has rebounded to average, but it's about as close now as it's been. It's within 2 feet of its average July elevation. And Lake Travis, as you know, did fill up back in the spring. It's been dropping since, but slowly. It's still 6 feet above its average elevation. Barton Springs flowing very, very nicely at 98 cubic feet per second. Okay, we're almost through the first half of the month. It's been cooler. It's been wetter than normal. Let's talk about the second half of the month. Our new 8 to 14-day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center says that we're going to return to a drier than normal weather pattern, most of Texas and most of Oklahoma. This would take us into the last week of this month of July, and unfortunately, we may see a return to hotter than normal weather during this same time frame. A gradual warming trend here in the 7-day forecast coming up in just a minute. A quick look at current temperatures at the top of this 10 o'clock hour. Readings across our area, mainly in the low to mid 80s, 84 degrees up in Georgetown, 85 in San Marcos. That's thermometer readings. Now, if you step out there tonight, you know it's a little bit muggy. This is how hot it feels. The current heat index at 93 at the airport feels like 90 up here in Georgetown, still feels like 91 degrees out there in Atlanta. Here's your planning forecast for Tuesday. We'll start at about 77, warm and muggy in the morning, 89 by noon with the sun breaking through the clouds, and at 5 o'clock, I think we'll see more sunshine than we saw today with a high of around 94. It's partly cloudy and 84 right now at Camp Mabry and 84 degrees and partly cloudy out at ABIA. Our winds are south-southeasterly at 7 to 9 miles per hour. Sunrise at 6:38 in the morning. Ever since that tropical air settled into central Texas in late June, the mold count's been high, and it's high again today, over 4,000. It'll likely be high again tomorrow, but the levels, the concentrations should fall a little bit as we go through the week because we'll be drying out a little bit each day. 87 degrees up I-35 all the way to Dallas, 81 over in Houston. A few showers out in West Texas, a little cooler there. Believe it or not, this is associated with the remnants of Tropical Depression number 2 that moved ashore down around Brownsville last week. Well, now we're seeing some of that moisture, even some of the cloud cover in our sky. Just no rain around here. And it'll fade away over the next couple of days. High pressure will build back in. That's just going to keep us mostly hot and very dry the rest of the week. A more typical summertime ridge of high pressure setting up over the lower 48. Out in the tropics, there's nothing much to talk about at all. In fact, there are no areas that the National Hurricane Center is looking at tonight in terms of any investigation. Temperatures in the mid-70s overnight, mid to upper 70s for lows. High temperatures tomorrow in the, well, a little closer to the mid-90s tomorrow in most areas. Tonight, some low cloudiness coming in off the Gulf, 77 the low with a south wind. Tomorrow, let's go 94 at least with a partly sunny sky. On the 7-day forecast, we'll inch it up a little bit, about a degree every day as we go through the rest of the week. So back to July normals. By the weekend and early next week, some hint that that high pressure ridge may slide a little bit off to the north, and that could allow a little shower to come in here off the coast. So a slight chance of some showers. In the morning on Austin News Today, we'll bring you the weather and traffic together as we do every morning, every 10 minutes beginning at 5 a.m.